Now, it has been a long and emotional day, most especially on the side of the players. It has been 7 hours of non-stop action between the 8 players who chose to register for the very first HEYBALL pool competition that is organized in Uganda. A truly HEYBALL competition. It may not be the first, but a truly HEYBALL competition in true HEYBALL rules and played on a HEYBALL table using HEYBALL equipment. This one is the very first. We are at City Pool Arena, Boise Trading Center, alongside Bombo Road, Kampala City in Uganda. Of the 8 protagonists that have been participating today, the finalists are Amos and Ndiagumana with a guy that is donning true HEYBALL umpire attire, that is black waistcoat, black trouser, black shoes, all formal, all gentle, and a white shirt. He's taking on Ibrahim Kayanja, the guy that is already leading 1-0 in a race to 6. And my apologies for those of you who are watching on Facebook, because it indicates race to 5. That is a typo. The actual race is 6, and the prize is to be the winner of the first ever HEYBALL competition. There have been a little bit of disturbances in the interpretation of the rules throughout the duration of the tournament. Please accept our apologies. It is only the first HEYBALL competition being organized in Uganda. Same things happened when black ball was being introduced. Same things happened when 8-ball was being introduced. A little bit of the same is happening even with HEYBALL, most especially on the side of the players. And as officials, we decided not to be very tough on them. Every time a player was not convinced about a rule, then the rule books were opened, and of course sometimes video evidence had to be applied. That's why sometimes the videos did take a delay, and because of the misinterpretation of the rules, the decision has been that the ambassador of HEYBALL in Africa, a certain Mr. Chandiga, can do his ambassadorial role to work as umpire in the final. It is 1 for Ibrahim Kayanja and 1 for Amos Ndiagumana. We're in a race to 6 in the final of tonight's weekly HEYBALL competition final. To present you this action in audio and video, my name is Simon Peter Chole. Live commentary is resuming shortly. In the meantime, this match is on 2 streaming platforms under the same name, sister pages on Facebook and YouTube respectively, with the same name, Break and Finish Live Facebook, Break and Finish Live YouTube. 1-0. Dear YouTubers, kindly advise if audio is reaching you well. I am not so certain. Comment section, especially YouTubers, please advise if audio is reaching you well. And of the two players, in terms of experience, Amos Ndiagumana is way ahead of Ibrahim Kayanja. And by the way, the other announcement is that tomorrow there will be another competition. A two-day competition, 64 players competing for cash prizes for the top 8 and a separate category for ladies. Temuseo Pool Arena, 2-day 64-man open, starting around 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, just about up to 11 p.m. on Thursday evening. Yes, that's tomorrow morning and ends on Thursday evening. Keep me company. Same streaming platforms on Facebook and YouTube respectively. Break and finish live between the amongst the 64 men and maybe about 16 ladies or so. What an emotional tournament it has been. This one most especially. Speaking of these two players, Amos, his match with Gideon has been so emotional and has been so close, with lots of emotions from both of the players, their management teams, and the fans respectively. For Ibrahim Kayanja, it has been a little bit easier. He did light work in the first round and also got a very close match between himself and Ian Kasbe in the semi-finals. That one went all the way, ending in a decider, which he eventually won. First time that Amos, the guy that is donning the black and white, did participate in HEYBALL competitively was as far back as 6 years ago. One of the first Ugandans to learn how to play the sport of pool when he was managed by his then Kenyan manager, Jim Kush, who was also the representative of Joy HEYBALL Tables and the distributor, together with Peter Kenywa in East Africa. In Nairobi they were based, and of course they introduced HEYBALL in Uganda, those two, when they brought in the first HEYBALL table that they placed at Upper Volta Pool Arena in Kasuri in Kampala. Yes, could even be a walking distance from where we are. And Amos was one of the most regular players on that table, and later in there he became the first Ugandan, together with Hazard, to participate in the World HEYBALL Championships in Shanghai, China, when he lost out both of his lives in the second round. He also participated in 2021, because 2020 was a miss because of COVID, and in 2021 he was able at least to beat a player. 2019 he was beaten by a Chinese lady, who was, of course, ladies are having that handicap of potting 6 balls. The 7 is removed, the last ball, before they play the black, and they are pretty decent ladies. For Ibrahim Kayanja, this competition provides his first ever HEYBALL experience, and yet he is already in the final, and yet they are drawing 1-1 in a race to 6. And once again, the umpire is none other than one of Africa's ambassadors of HEYBALL, Mr. Caesar Chandiga, who is explaining the rules and interpreting them to the players. That was a very good sign when he was watching online and saw misinterpretation of rules from the players, and he decided to drive to the venue after calling the officials, saying that he is offering to officiate in the final, such that the circus does not exist as it was in the earlier rounds, also in the final. And you can see the players not only believe in him, they also respect their umpire. 1 Amos, 1 Ibra, race to 6. From where I'm watching, I have shaky audio, most especially for YouTube. So those of you who are watching on Break and Finish Live YouTube, please feel free to remind me every now and then if the audio is off. If it is on, also please don't hesitate to tell me so. But there is chance that maybe in the next comp or the other one after the next, then today's umpire will be participating only as a player. There is also a chance that you will be seeing the umpire live tomorrow in the Temseo Open, the venue where he won the very first tournament after being a citizen in Kampala. The umpire does tell Amos that it is a foul on the break by Ibrahim Kanja because less than 3 balls did cross the head string. Amos in this case is free to play the balls from their respective position, or I'm not so sure it was a foul break because of the benefit I have of watching on YouTube. Maybe I'll have to relook at the break. Those of you who are on Break and Finish Live YouTube can kind of see again. I think it was a fair break because 4 balls did cross the head string. That's what the umpire was communicating to Amos. That's why he's the one queuing right now. Enjoying from Canada, thank you for watching. Paul have Regan Ossi. Appreciating the ambassadorial role being performed by Caesar in this final. Kondwani Kachali, thank you for watching patiently from Lilongwe, the capital of Malawi. Pass my greetings to Jinte, and of course my condolences. He lost his dad earlier last month. Franklin Debrain, thank you for watching. You said this format is not easy, and you think Ugandan players will adapt very quickly. Yes, this is the very first HEYBALL competition being organized in Uganda. Very first HEYBALL tournament, or playing strict HEYBALL rules. And of course HEYBALL requires umpiring, but we don't yet have professional HEYBALL umpires in Uganda. They will be trained, and then later they will be coming to officiate these events. Amos playing the solids. He has the 7. And then after the 7, he will be on the 8 ball. If he finishes both of them, I believe he will be going 2-1 up. Most likely shot is top spin, potting 7 to the center pocket. White ball following the 7 itself. Maybe using, he's going for backspin, wanting to pot both to the same pocket. Good cue action. The guy is confident. The guy could win a first tournament in I don't know how long. The guy leads 2-1 in the final. Ben Jematongo is asking if tomorrow's tournament is also HEYBALL. No, tomorrow's tournament is black ball, but we could be having HEYBALL comps. That is the idea. every Tuesday, if not Wednesday. Mrs. Ricky Chikawa is asking if Caesar speaks Luganda little, eh? Thank you, Isaac Eno. You are telling me that I am audible on Facebook, just as I am on YouTube. Also, thank you for watching. Francis Rugambaje watching on Facebook. So for me, after this final, it will be going home to have some rest, and then tomorrow back with another bang. This time today is non-stop streaming black ball. Bogarema thinks HEYBALL will be more interesting than the ordinary pool games. I wouldn't say that HEYBALL is more interesting than ordinary pool, because the pool is easier to play and more direct and easier to understand the rules and interpret them. And it is you get to watch balls being potted in pool more regularly than HEYBALL. That is the fact, because pool is easier and the tables are smaller, and of course easier to pot on a smaller table, because the player just has the entire table bed there, being almost his whole body reaching the bed. So pool is easier to play. Balls are potted more regularly and of course more interesting on the eye. But of course we all want money, and there is money in HEYBALL, so it is very important that these players practice HEYBALL and get more tournaments in HEYBALL. They stand a better chance of competing more favorably if they compete in HEYBALL locally. Then they can also stand a better chance competing in HEYBALL internationally. The most rewarding billiards tournament in the world is the World HEYBALL Championships. The way I felt when I watched, especially 2 years ago, Zheng Yubo being given $700,000 US, but in Chinese yen it was a full sack of money. And that's how those guys do their thing, to promote their thing. And the way it was on the eye, you just feel like when the tournament is done, you get yourself and whoever you know who plays pool, and you tell them start practicing HEYBALL straight away. And some of the best pool players in the world have quit pool, especially last year, and they have shifted, they have migrated to HEYBALL. Because for HEYBALL, when you win that tournament, your life changes instantly. Filler Teleleni Manga Lucas is asking what a foul break is in HEYBALL. Now, breaking a foul in HEYBALL, there is the head string, that line behind which the players break. After the break, there have to be 4 balls that cross that line. And remember, the players break from the opposite side of the table. Now, if the 4 balls don't cross, it can either be 4 balls crossing or 4 balls being potted. And it doesn't have to be the white ball or the black ball. So, any 4 balls potted or any 4 balls crossing, maybe 2 balls potted, 2 balls crossing, 3 balls crossing, 1 ball potted, that kind of thing. If a ball crosses and it's also potted, then it is counted as 2. Otherwise, a foul, a break can be bad is where white ball is potted on the break. That is the foul break for you in HEYBALL. And when it happens, the incoming player can decide either to play the frame in its position, or to ask the umpire to re-rack the frame and he breaks again, or he asks his opponent to break. And if the opponent has 3 consecutive foul breaks, then he loses the frame. That is something that has been disturbing these players, and if it is 2 consecutive frames, then the opponent can decide to play, but then those bad breaks remain counting at any time in the match. It can be during another frame when the match is not yet done, and then the opponent decides to recall the 2 bad breaks of the opponent, and when the opponent then breaks bad for a 3rd time and loses the frame there. That's the thing that happened in the semi-final between Amos and Gideon. Ben Chematongo, you have been asking on Facebook how comes the same player breaks after an illegal break. I think I have answered you, because the opponent demands that they break again. The opponent decides that you break again if he wants you to break again. And by the way, if it were a female player, they only need 3 balls crossing the head string. It is 4 balls for a male player. Jack Solomon, thank you for watching. You are live from Pade. You love the dedication to the updates on this game. Thank you. And if you're in Pade, I believe that you are not supporting Amos or Kayanja Ibra or Joke. I think you are supporting the umpire. Bogare Moses, thank you for watching. IBK Ibrahim is supporting the umpire as well. Moses Ricky, thank you for watching. Fox Stationers, Joshua Fox, watching from Bondibujo, must be supporting Amos, who is playing the strips. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 balls to go. Now they are 4. They've been 5. He has a 14. Close to him, there is a 12. There is an 11. He is free to use the bridge, which the umpire does give him. He's going for the 10. He's actually having 5 balls on the table. Ibrahim Kanja is only on 2, which he plays not to pot. I believe he wanted to pot. He only got the shot wrong. His opponent could go for the 3, the red to the center pocket on the right. Should he get it right, he needs to maintain white ball for the 4, which is the pink ball, which is just around the middle of the table. Both of the shots will not come easy. Nonetheless, he will try, but he will come short. Chance for Amos to go 3-1 up. I believe Amos will be falling in love with HEYBALL so much. He was very quick to register himself when he learned that this comp was happening. This is decent preparation for the World HEYBALL Championships, if players will be able to participate. After all, in the recent past, some of them have been flying out to China, including Amos, without any prior HEYBALL exposure. Now this is exposure. Having a relatively strong opponent to play against, there is pressure, there is fans, there is live coverage. They know that the world is watching. They have a reason to try and play to their maximum best. Of course, a chance to win money. Both of these players that are contending in the final are the only 2 players that are getting money in the competition. Only 2. The 3rd will only get a handshake from the owner of the venue. Benjamin Matongo is saying Amos seems to be more used to HEYBALL. Yes, he's been playing HEYBALL Amos for the last 6 years, or slightly less. Sometimes he has been totally off the table, but first played HEYBALL in 2019. Ibrahim Kanja started playing HEYBALL just by practice only very recently. But the fact that he has gotten to a final of this tournament, which has had the more experienced HEYBALL players, for instance, Gideon, I think he will be a decent HEYBALL player too, but his distance will not be out of missing out on shots as easy as that Amos with a chance to win a third. Look at that stance, a bit stubborn, but he's meaning business. Another player would require a bridge here. Amos probably playing backspin, drawing the white ball backwards with power. He wants black maybe to the center pocket on the right. And I believe the shot is decent. Amos to put black to the center, maintain safe white to lead 3-1, which he does. Amos 3, Ibrahim Kayanja 1, race to 6. Amos leading against Ibrahim Kayanja. If he wins this comp, Amos, it will be the first in I don't know how long. The only tournaments he has been winning in the recent past have been qualifiers for Uganda's competition, qualifying rounds, where it is a win but not a win that is taken seriously, because what matters is to qualify for the grand final, which has over 100 players participating. So winning that one is not all that. And it's over 40 qualifying tournaments in the country. Winning one of them may not be something that big of a deal. But in terms of an open competition which Amos won, my mind can go back to as far back as maybe a year or two before COVID. As far back as that. And COVID was 2020, so I can very easily be talking about 2018, which is the whole of 7 years ago, ever since he won a competition. And a live streaming of matches on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok in Uganda started around 2020, so he has never been streamed live winning a competition. He has participated in a few. Sometimes he has been getting disappointed and frustrated in himself when performances have been coming short, and then he goes missing in action the following weeks, sometimes months. Any neutral will probably be supporting him, because this one will be a confidence booster for a guy who is supposed to be one of Uganda's greatest ever players. But he has first to beat Ibrahim Kayanja, who has chance to do something here. I'm not so sure it was the right choice for him to play that 12. He knows that maybe this frame is starting to get far away from him, Ibrahim Kayanja. And I believe Amos will be playing a safety here to the effect that should Ibrahim Kayanja foul, then Amos lifts the cue ball, puts it anywhere he wants on the pool table, and then goes for the solid frame. Ibrahim Kayanja will nonetheless try to find the 12. He misses it. He will instead be playing the white ball into the 3. And that one could have been the last shot for Ibrahim Kayanja in the ongoing frame. Thank you for watching. Princess Bushira. Karanja Mwangi must be watching from somewhere in Kenya. Sifue Kaula also watching on Facebook. Thank you for watching. Fred Wahabembe. You agree to you're supporting the umpire and you're watching on YouTube. If he doesn't pot, then he only misses his chance. There's nothing like 2 shots or a free shot after a foul by your opponent here. Once again, this final is being streamed live on 2 platforms. Sister pages in the same name, Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Break and Finish Live YouTube. The streaming date is 11th February 2025. He has a chance to pull one back. He can find a way of putting the 8 ball. Makes a sharp cut, could put it. That was close, but not close enough. Not easy for Amos to make a clearance. I believe he will be playing a safety. Amos play the yellow nearest to the white, with a little bit of top spin bouncing off the cushion and being hidden behind the blue, in order to play snooker, which is what he does. And I believe he has played it to perfection. Ibrahim Kanja could, however, find the black, most especially off the cushion. Play the white ball right behind the blue, which is near the center pocket of the cushion, and he will be finding the black almost definitely, in my opinion, but potting it is quite unlikely. If he misses it from this kind of range, probably he will be losing the frame. That is the shot. I don't think he will be finding the black. Yes, he misses it. It is a foul. Amos can have the cue ball, the white ball, anywhere on the table, but only with one turn, because Ibrahim Kayanja simply has a loss of chance, loss of turn. When your opponent fouls, you simply miss your turn to play, but it's one turn. It is quite beautiful that 460 people are watching this match on Facebook and YouTube combined, especially considering the fact that it's the first HEYBALL truly African tournament that is being streamed on the internet. And on the internet, one of the first players from East Africa to learn how to play HEYBALL, Amos, is seemingly winning a fourth. Very accustomed to playing HEYBALL. The last time he was entertaining crowds this well was so many years ago, and he was playing black ball. He misses. That was careless, that was complacent. He counted his chicks before they hatched. He did not take time before aiming for the one ball. He already concedes the frame. Ibrahim Kayanja 2 and Amos 3. Sometimes I just get the damn feeling that maybe this match is not meant for Ibra Kayanja. He came so close. And then movement of white ball was intercepted by the black, and he's finding himself now in this kind of position where Amos could steal frame number 6 away from him. And thank you, Africa, for choosing to watch this final to see off your Tuesday evening. Although there are much bigger sports ongoing, Real Madrid versus Manchester City in the Champions League, and then we also have a few hundreds watching HEYBALL instead on their phones. Thank you, Africa. Amos has white ball in the territory he doesn't want. He'll be playing one of the solids in defensive mode. Yes, he does. Just to deny Ibrahim Kayanja a chance for easy pot of the 8 ball. 4 stripes on the table, and the 8 ball. The stripes for Amos, the 8 for both, but Ibrahim Kayanja is playing it now. Goes for the bank and gets it wrong. At least the final has an umpire, an umpire ambassador, and there's nothing to worry about. It is 3-3 and it is fair play. I just want to talk to one of the guys who is a fan of both of the players. Your name, sir?
Hey, my name is David. My name is David.
You like Ibrahim Kayanja? I don't know if you like Amos.
Yeah.
Are you supporting Ibra Kayanja or the umpire?
Actually, this time round, I'm just watching. I'm not supporting.
You are supporting the umpire?
Yeah, being that it is a new game in the
because
area.
He's the guy you support most of the time when he's playing.
Yeah, when he's playing, I support him. That is a matter of fact. But this time round, I'm just watching to learn. Being that it is a new game in the environment. Yeah, we ought to learn. We need to be attentive.
Now, as a fond fan of this game, what do you think is the impact of this comp, the fact that it is a HEYBALL competition for the very first time in Uganda?
Actually, this is a very good innovation. For starters, according to my analysis, most of the players have come to learn, because as these players were playing, it seemed like they were not aware of the rules. They were just trying to adopt them. So for starters, this will be a very, very good platform.
Learning experience.
Yeah, for people will get to learn this game with time.
Yeah, the rules, then the other things will follow. They can start to win accolades, like, for instance, even the African HEYBALL Championships, players from East Africa, even Southern Africa, they did not perform in Morocco. You remember the African Championships?
Yes, I remember it.
The tournament where Caesar and Dog City represented Uganda. I remember Aiden from South Africa and some other guys also from South Africa, and a few players, I think, from Zimbabwe or something.
By the way, what I've realized regarding this game, however much one is an expert in black ball, it doesn't mean that once you play this game, you stand a chance of winning. No. That is totally out. Because there is some guys I spotted today in the name of Kenny.
Yeah, and we didn't know him.
Earlier on, we didn't know him.
You were watching online.
He was playing with one of our best players in black ball. Yeah. That is Ian Kazibwe.
Yeah.
But at one time it was 2-2.
Yeah, he gave him a good run.
If I'm to recall well.
And the guy, he really understood the table. And he was giving Ian a good run for his man.
Yeah, and by the way, experience matters. Now you see this Amos guy. If you put them to play, say, black ball with Masilam, Masilam can head start him. Say like with 5
in terms of current form.
Yes.
But now in HEYBALL, you can see they are clearly at the same level.
Yeah, they are competing.
And Amos was just a little bit careless. He's supposed to be leading. He's supposed to have won that frame. The frame where he missed it was, I think, the one ball, the yellow ball, just carelessly. Then Ibrahim Kanya won the second, then it is now 3-3.
Currently, it was supposed to be a 2-frame
2-4
difference.
something, yeah.
Yeah. So I urge all players out there to come to Bwais. What's the name of this building?
City Pool Arena, Sky Building, City Pool Arena.
Yes, Sky Building, City Pool Arena.
14 pool tables and 1 HEYBALL table. You surely cannot miss a ball anytime you come, anytime, any
And by the way, they are quality tables.
Quality tables. The same tables on which they played the Holy Cup Championships and the All Africa Pool Championships in South Africa. Not just the same brand of the tables, they are the tables themselves. After the tournament in Johannesburg, they were shipped to
maybe something pivotal to note.
Yeah.
I was seated next to Mofia.
Yeah.
And he told me even he came here specifically to learn.
HEYBALL.
He was confessing to me that in Zambia, even them they only have 2 tables, of which he's not among the people who play.
Yeah.
Because he told me there are only 3 who play.
By the Mafia is at the venue, guys, just for your
He
information.
told me Kelvin and Buffalo. Is it Buffalo, that fat guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones who play that.
Actually, Buffalo played the HEYBALL in China in 2023. And then last year, 2024, Kelvin was there. Yeah, but
actually, they were even having discussions with Black Sheep. They wanted to play a money match.
Yeah,
best to 13.
But
Sheep was offering 4 goals.
Yeah,
well, then Mofia was like, I need 6.
Yeah, so you can see that when a player knows that they have not yet mastered their HEYBALL, they cannot really compete. And yet in Black Sheep would be head started by Mafia in terms of current form, and probably Mafia will still win.
So on a serious note, Mr. Chobe, you should urge these players to like this venue by all means, at all costs.
Supporting this venue means supporting HEYBALL, because the owner of this venue has 2 HEYBALL tables. One of them is only being used right now. This tournament is to showcase the table. Yes, it is a business, but again, these players stand a chance to benefit, because you cannot go to China to compete with those people where there are hundreds and thousands of US dollars to win. When you don't practice HEYBALL at home, you cannot.
Then above all, since you're a good orator, everyone knows that. You should start sensitizing people about these rules and regulations.
All right.
Because we've been watching online, but it's like I'm green about this.
Yeah.
We come to realize loss of frame by breaking
thrice when it's 3 foul breaks. Yeah.
So, Mr. Chobe, my message to you, as a good orator, you have those oratory skills. Please, and please, do the needful.
I surely will every time I can.
You should remind these people, inclusive of I.
Okay, lastly, when shall we play our next battle?
You're a weak player.
Okay, good night. That is... he's a lawyer, by the way. He's counsel David Francis Semambo. The guy does love his pool. Every time he's out of court, he's either playing a game or 2, or he is watching competition. He did not know much about this one. He saw the first matches online and then decided to move to the venue. He found the last bits of the semi-final, and at least now he is watching the final. Caesar Chandega is the umpire officiating the match between Ibrahim Kayanja, who is currently drawing 3-3 with Amos Ndiagumana. It is race to 6 now, officially race to 3.
What a shot from the youngster.
You can just imagine how fast a frame can change. In one moment, it seemed to be about to be won by Amos. In the very next moment, Ibrahim Kanja is about to win it, and Ibrahim Kanja is about to take the lead in the final for the very first time. Race to 6. He's just about to win a fourth. Of course, he's the guy that the fans here are supporting. He is born and bred in the area. He is playing amongst his home faithful. He's about to lead 4-3. He's about to pot black. He needs 2, and Amos needs 3 out of the next 4. Ibrahim Kanja 4, and Amos Ndiagumana with 3. Rest to 6 in the final. And I love it that the guys that are watching are now appreciating that. And the balls are not going in as regular as you normally see on the small table, because the table is not only big but also has very narrow pockets. And from where you're watching, I believe you can see for yourself how narrow the pockets are. And these balls are quite big. So to pass a big ball through a narrow pocket has to be maximum target. The umpire is deciding to rack the balls with free hand because it provides a better chance for having a very tight rack, by the way. We do have a rack, which you guys like to call the triangle. Jeff Koich is pulling the umpire's leg. You're asking what failed him to pot a straight shot which would have made him qualify. No, the last time Caesar participated in the World HEYBALL Championships, he reached the prize bracket. 64 players were to be rewarded with money out of about over 600, close to 600 that were participating. He was beaten in the round of last 64. But he won his 1,500 US dollars. And then in Morocco, in the African HEYBALL Championships, he did not reach the prize bracket. He was beaten by then Morocco's seed number 1, Imad Lassini. After beating, I think, only one opponent in the losers category. Amos now trying to play catch up. He's playing the stripes. moving the white ball around the area. He has two stripes near the bottom end of the table, both of which are packed right behind a solid for Ibrahim Kayanja. It's not a very good looking frame for Amos. I just think he'll be playing the 12 nonetheless. He decides to play perhaps the 10. I don't really understand what just happened here. The guy has spotted the ball. Some kind of a bullet shot in which he delivered something. I'll want to cut out that one and watch it again, but it was a really good skill. He gets to miss a ball at last, a 12. The guy was going for the frame. Now it's Ibra Kayanja's turn to show exactly what he is made of, playing safety. That one will go down as a poor shot because he leaves the white begging for Amos to put the 11. I don't think he will. Why wouldn't he go for the 11 when he has the white? He's trying to pull the white ball even closer and does it to maximum perfection. And Ibrahim Kayanja's hitting his body everywhere around the place on the player's seat because he knows that frame number 8 is about to be won by Amos as an equalizer. In my opinion, the best one frame in the final so far. As black is spotted, it is Ibrahim Kayanja 4 and Amos Njagumanawi 4. So guys, we now have a maximum of 3 frames left. Each of these players needs 2 to take the win at the tournament, the money. Thank you for watching. Ken Atlanta says the most talented African player is Scorpion. Yet he's so humble. Very humble, very talented, yes. Whether he's the most talented, I don't know. He's doing his ambassadorial role. I believe he's grabbed the opportunity with open hands when he was watching the semi-finals on YouTube, break and finish live. Then he realized that there were issues with the officiation, while Alfred Gumikiza came in to offer support as a voluntary umpire. Caesar did engage the organizers and said he was going to drive to the venue if there will still be issues in the final to come and officiate it, just for the discipline for which he is ambassador, to have a very successful ending. It is a foul on the break. By Ibra. If 3 successive fouls on the break are made in the same frame, it is a loss of frame. the umpire does ensure a very tight So what has just happened is that when Ibrahim Kayanja fouled on the break, remember he had 2 fouls so far in the same match. So Amos called upon the third, and it was frame down. The frame has been won by Amos. He leads 5-4. And Ibrahim Kayanja has been claiming this as a foul break. It didn't come to pass because there has been a ball potted and 2 balls did cross twice the head string. That is why he can only play from any position on the table, not as if he will claim to count a turn as a foul on the break by Amos. 2 frames to go, including this one you are watching. Ibrahim Kayanja needs to win them both, or else he loses the first HEYBALL comp organized in Uganda. And while I don't know if they will ever watch this, I like to thank the World HEYBALL Federation and Joy HEYBALL Tables. All of this is being inspired by the fact that there is the biggest rewarding tournament of any billiards hockey sports discipline in the world, which is the World HEYBALL Championships. The only chance that any billiards player in the world can win $700,000 US. And all the former champions that have come to inspire some of these guys whose talents we don't know how far will go. Maybe after now these guys starting to compete in HEYBALL competitions regularly, maybe we can see the very best of African talent when the World HEYBALL Championships come to pass. So Shu Bingji, Zhao Ruliang, Gareth Potts, Fon Mint Kiao, Tang Chungshi, Zheng Yubo. Here comes Amos, here comes Ibrahim Kayanja. They are coming for you. If those guys listen, they must be laughing at me. But I'm serious, by the way. The home darling, the crowd favorite, Ibrahim Kayanja, attempting to win frame number 10, but comes short. Amos has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stripes and will be attempting to kill the pace of the frame. Ibrahim Kayanja has a 2, which when he puts white ball is played direct probably into his opponent's strips. He misses the pot because he was really trying to avoid contact between the white ball and those 4, the 3 balls of his opponent, because when he opens them up, then he gives chance to the opponent to make the clearance. The opponent does open those balls up himself. Amos will most likely be playing the 11 to the corner pocket on the bottom right. Has to be mindful of the white ball. He will give himself white ball for the 15. He also has sight of the 13, also the 14. Not a bad looking opportunity. This one, if his game is on, he could win the first competition and open one in the whole space of 7 full years. Last time out that he won an open competition was before COVID. 2018. We are now in 2025. One of Uganda's better ever billiards players has been having a struggling career. There is thought that this discipline, HEYBALL, is his discipline, and he's not food for anybody. The way he's queuing, maybe not even the umpire of the match. Amos now on the 10. trying to pot it, give himself white ball for the 9, which is the closest ball to the screen. If he does that, he could pot the 9, and if he does successfully, also granting himself white ball for the 8 ball, maybe this one could be victory for Amos. He's going for the 10 white ball, moving back and forth from the whole distance of the table. Look at where the white ball is moving. It goes the wrong way. It goes to the pocket. It is a scratch. It is advantage Ibrahim Kayanja. We may have the final ending in a decider. The ambassadorial umpire gives the white ball to Ibrahim Kayanja, who has nothing on the top of his mind apart from clearing the frame, clearing the solid balls, taking us to the wire. The 7 is gone. He has the 3 and the 4 and then the 8 ball. The 3 is gone as well. The 4 to the corner pocket on the top right. His opponent once missed something similar in the previous match, but that opponent will not be Ibrahim Kayanja. Black maybe to the center pocket or off the cushion by banking it. Both shots will not come easy. Going for the direct center pocket. If he doesn't pot, at least he doesn't give the white ball away cheaply. He goes for the direct shot. Oops. To the bottom corner pocket. Not only to pot, but more mindful of the white ball. I think it will go down as one of the more mature shots that are being played in this final. Amos to try and pot the 9, or else the final goes to a decider. Whatever he's contemplating, maybe the 9 ball off 2 cushions, the one near the 9 ball itself, then off the cushion where he's having his hands, then it could come around the place where there is the 8 ball to try and displace it. Later on, pot. That could be the shot he's trying to play, by the way. Off 1 cushion, then the second, as if you were listening to me, shot of the tournament. Brilliant, Amos. Good brains, good minds, good execution, good win. Ibrahim Kayanja doesn't believe what has just hit him. The fans don't believe what they are seeing. They are watching one of the best HEYBALL players in Uganda, and with good reason to believe so. After potting this black, which he surely will, he will be the winner of the first ever HEYBALL competition in this country. Oh my God! The guy misses the 8 ball. The final will go to the wire. Ibrahim Kayanja 5, Amos Ndiagumana with 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decider. Please keep me company. Don't slip off. It is only 1 frame to go. Just 1. And thank you for watching Kimianso Lights, Facebook, Karabelo Muputi watching on YouTube, Ranyombia also watching on YouTube. Amos, by the way, is watching on Facebook. Freddy Onyango watching on YouTube. Ken Atlanta Jr. says it's witchcraft from Ibra Kayanja on Facebook. Well, Adiga Gerard, you say hope Amos wins the decider to soothe that miss. You are right. Martin, you say the nerves are real. Watching on Facebook. Evidence Katio says why Amos. Well, Dennis Ntale, you say it's a very interesting game today. The noise is too much. You need to organize this, like in China. No, Africa is a noisy place. Even in football, the vuvuzela is only and only in Africa. Final is starting, the decider is starting in maybe a minute or less, but please keep me company.
In this game,
never unless you first post.
unless the first ball.
But
As a guy got a ball missing.
ball like that one.
Yeah, but funny, this man calculated this ball.
Huh?
He calculated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't touch it. Maybe that shot is there.
And from there, I want him to
What Ibrahim Kanja will not want is a foul on the break, because Amos will be asking him to break again. This one is probably the last break of the tournament. Hits the top ball. Pyramid break. 4 balls have crossed, but none has been potted. Amos will stand up. I want to believe he's going to be playing the solids. Most especially the 6 is there for the taking. The 5 looks good. The 1 looks good. The 3, the 4, the 7, and maybe there will be bad ball among the solids is the 2, which is right just behind the black, the 8 ball from your viewing area. Otherwise, without a shadow of a doubt, I think the solids are the better positioned balls. Yes, he's going for the solids. He's going for the 6. Closes the table, giving him a fairly good white ball for the 5, which is the purple ball. The 1 is also there for the taking, which is the all yellow ball. He's going for the 1 with the minimal energy. And still pots it. Has got white ball for the 3, maybe the 7 as well, the 5 as well. Seems to be going for the 2 to open it up. As much as the 8, which is the black, he misses the pot. His intention is probably gotten a little bit because he wanted to have a more open frame. Now Ibrahim Kayanja has, well, the 12, which is playing not to pot. He knows that in Amos's sequence of play, he left the 3 a little bit dispositioned. It is right in front of the 10, not very easily portable. He nonetheless plays the 4, leaving the white ball hidden behind the 3. Ibrahim Kayanja will be playing the 12 not to pot. Yes, he plays it. Yes, he doesn't pot it. The fans are loving what they are saying of Ibrahim Kayanja. Amos is seemingly having the better frame. At least by the look of things, he has only one bad ball on the table, relatively bad, the 3. Others are there for the taking. Ibrahim Kanja plays the 9 a little bit closer to the pocket, where behind where his opponent has the 5. And Amos has played off the cushion. Umpire, who is also the ambassador of this sport on the continent, does wave a foul. A loss of turn from Amos. Benefit Ibrahim Kayanja. Remember, it is only a loss of turn. Nothing like free shot, nothing like 2 shots, just a loss of turn. He can play any shot now and will not be penalized, apart from potting the black. If he pots his opponent's ball, his opponent only comes in to play, but not a foul. Whatever he's contemplating. He's a very eventful player, very elaborative. He may want a shot in which he can pot, white ball opening up the frame. No, he's playing safe. I don't think this will be safe enough, because the white is there for the taking of Amos to the center pocket on the right ball, on the right. That was a little bit skeptic over a shot. Amos for the 5 to the center pocket and misses it. Ibrahim Kanja has the white ball left for the 9. As long as he draws it a little bit backwards, he has the 15. He plays the 9 simply safe, not to pot. He is so far out thinking Amos, because every time Ibrahim Kanja plays safety and defensive, the strips game starts to look a little bit better. Amos has played his blue behind the 8 ball, because he knows that Ibrahim Kanja can now come up and finish the frame. At least he knows that the 8 ball, the black, the most important ball, is guarded. He is using the 10 to displace the 2. Good brains and good execution from the real machine. Last frame of the tournament, as Amos now plays the black ball right in front of the 4. There's a lot of brain work that is going on. This is a frame that is being played at a very high level, although they are deciding not to pot for now. And Ibrahim Kanja plays the 10 behind the 4, but not occupying the space behind the 4 enough, because Amos can still pot that 4 anyway, and it has got black ball also behind it. Will he play connection? It's a failed attempt to play connection, but still has the control of that pocket, where Ibrahim Kanja, I believe, will be playing the 10, I think further close to the 4. He has the 14 for the potting. Spins the white ball backwards to have white closer to the 10, also closer to the 13. He goes for the 10, I think, to play it behind the 4. At one point, he seemed to have played off the cushion. The umpire waves a legal shot, meaning he played the ball direct. Amos playing the 2 and occupies the pocket partially. Actually doesn't occupy it at all in the long run, where Ibrahim Kanja has his 15 backed right behind. He has gotten to pot his opponent's ball. Loss of turn. Depending on how Amos's brain work can be effective, he can do something that could win him the frame here, in which case winning the frame will be winning the match, in which case winning the match will be winning the tournament in its entirety. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 solids and the black. Then Ibrahim Kanja has 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes and the 8 ball. Pots at the 5, granting him fairly good white, actually very good white ball for the 3, because there is space between the 10 at the corner pocket on the top left and the jaw of that same corner pocket where Amos could pass the 3, but has to be very careful because these pockets are quite narrow. especially compared to the size of the balls. But Nairo almost doesn't mind. He gets himself very good white ball, in my opinion, for the 2. Putting the 2 and getting himself white ball for the last solid, the red, which is around the middle of the table, are two things different altogether. Another player will be starting with the red. Amos is not another player. He is Amos. And thank you for watching Africa at the last conclusive stages of the match. We have over 500 people watching this final combined on Facebook and YouTube, and those 500 are witnessing Amos missing the would-be winning shot of the tournament. Ibrahim Kayanja gets a chance to play, a chance to try and take down Amos once and for all, a chance to win this competition, a chance to make the entire arena happy. White ball dancing around the middle of the table. It is just 4 stripes. Now 3. The tricky one is the 13, for which he's giving himself very good white ball. Amos has already demonstrated that there is space enough between the 10 and the jaw of that corner pocket where he's looking. You remember Amos passed the 3. Ibrahim Kanye will also be passing the 13. Just the same way as Amos did. No need even to contact the 10. Accurate. He will now be playing the 10, I'm pretty sure. Drawing the white ball backwards, moving it towards the area where is the last ball. No need drawing it backwards. He has 1 ball to the center pocket on the right ball, on the right, black to the center pocket on the left, and the tournament is gone. There we are. The home favorites, the crowd darling, Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine, wins the first ever organized HEYBALL competition on HEYBALL equipment in Uganda. He is being congratulated by some of his fans who are his friends, who are also his fellow players, after defeating Amos Ndiagumanawe in a very well contested final, which is also very, very entertaining here at City Pool Arena, Bwaise. Final score in the final: Amos Ndiagumanawe 5, Ibrahim Kayanja 6. I wish you a lovely rest of your night, and may the Almighty God bless you.